we're going to get on track. I believe that. I feel incredibly motivated to end on the highest note possible, but I also want to be unequivocally clear. We talked about what would happen if we couldn't bend the curve. We talked about not only the fact that we have an obligation to save lives, and if I can't get folks to do it, I would make the decisions that would make the public health risks as minimized as humanly possible for the entire state. I believe we can do it again. But it isn't going to be easy. And all of these changes and issues are painful for every single business that is impacted and affected, and every single New Mexican who works there, who wanted to participate in supporting those businesses, and every student who's had an incredible shift in what they can expect in their schools and in their teams and having any time with their friends. We owe it to them to get this right. The virus did not go anywhere. We have been talking about that. It is here. It is a vicious, dangerous, silent, invisible enemy, and you have to treat it as such. Every time you go out of your house, you are exposed to this virus. It is living amongst us. It is everywhere. And if we let our guard down even for a second, and we did that, New Mexico, the whole country did that, it will continue to spread with a vengeance. The only way is to do it together and to be clear that everyone has a personal responsibility. We must adopt a zero tolerance policy for risks and risky behavior. That means that these must be worn, face coverings at all times when you're outside of your house. If you're for a walk, you need to have a mask on. If you're at the gym, you need to have a mask on. If you are taking a walk and window shopping, you have to have a mask on. We tried to create a sense that exercise and being outside, as long as you weren't going indoors and engaging in businesses or work, that, maybe there were some exceptions. There are none anymore. Zero tolerance policy for not wearing a face covering. It is the only way that we get back on track. Again, I need you to stay home to the greatest extent possible. Every time you leave your home, it's a risk. I don't want anyone gathering in groups. We get story after story, contact tracing after contact tracing. I went to a wedding. I went to a backyard barbecue. We were playing rugby in the park. It's a violation of the current public health order. And we're seeing the results of that play out in the number of increased cases we're having and the exponential growth in county and community spread statewide. You got to wear a mask. I've said it over and over and over again. I'm going to keep saying it. You have to wear it when you go out. And you got to get back to social distancing and washing your hands. If we're not going to do that, we aren't going to be able to get control again. Do I have another slide? I don't. All right. These are tough decisions. They are decisions intended to make sure that we aren't making false choices between school and the economy and protecting New Mexicans. What you're seeing across this country is an indication that we did not mitigate risk by personal behavior sufficient to warrant some additional risk-taking by having some businesses open and by slowly looking at economic recovery. We have the power to fix it.